Well, since November of last year, we knew that Kobe Bryant was going to retire after the 2015-16 NBA season. And after the playoffs, we found out that Tim Duncan was going to call it quits. However, the league's most tenured player, Kevin Garnett, still pretty much is up in the air about what his plans are. So today I see that the Minnesota Timberwolves are close to buying out the contract of Kevin Garnett because he hasn't been very vocal about what his plans are. It's sort of iffy because from what I've read, it was Flip Saunders. It was Flip Saunders who persuaded Garnett to come back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Of course, he was traded in 2007 to the Boston Celtics. And Minnesota Timberwolves have not been the same since. But it was Flip Saunders who persuaded Garnett to come back to the franchise. And from what I've read, Garnett had even hoped that one day after he retired that he would perhaps even become an owner, if not even a minority owner, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, a team that drafted him all the way back in 1995, guys. 1995. Wow, I remember when he was drafted. The kid, the big ticket, Kevin Garnett. But anyway, Flip Saunders died unexpectedly. And the ownership possibility is pretty much null and void now, as the owner has pretty much sold off so much minority shares to other people, and he looks to be selling his majority stock to some other buyers. So Garnett really feels like there's no home for him there. Excuse me. So I don't know. I guess this can be interpreted as maybe he's going to call it quits after 21 years. Maybe Kevin Garnett's career is coming to a close. One thing is certain: he doesn't appear to want to play for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Maybe another team will sign him. Maybe he's going to call it quits. I don't know. If I had to make a judgment call, I think that he might be battling what he wants and what his body's telling him. I think his body's telling him he's done. But I think he still wants to play one more year. I think he wants another championship run. I think he feels he could just, if someone gives him an offer, he could will his body to do it. He still can be effective, but he only could do it in certain stretches. I think that's why I did that video last week, guys, where I think a team like the Cavaliers would rejuvenate him. And it's not so much that it's what he brings to the court per se. It's what he brings to the locker room and the mindset and see, sometimes there's certain guys who aren't even the best players, but they're just spark plugs for the team. Like Avery Johnson was one of those guys. Avery Johnson was nowhere near the best point guard in the NBA, guys, but he was one of those guys who, whatever franchise he was with, if it was talent on that team, he always made these guys play better. And that's why I think that Kevin Garnett is one of these guys. He would, first of all, he would take away a lot of the pressure for LeBron James to be the leader, to always be the vocal leader. Garnett is the elder statesman of the NBA, all right? It will put LeBron to do more so other things, which is more of a role that he's comfortable with. He's not always comfortable being the leader type guy. Garnett is. I think that if Garnett was to come back and play for one other team, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers. But if this is it for Kevin Garnett, it's been one hell of a ride, man. Thank you.